people want to pull guns out and start shooting people. That's what they did in there.
A battle between bikers ends with bullets and body bags.
This is a criminal element that came in here yesterday and killed people. They're not here to drink beer and eat barbecue. They came with violence in mind.
Now we're learning more about the people involved and the new threat facing officers.
Happened in broad daylight. A crowded Waco restaurant and shopping area turned into a shooting gallery by a group of outlaw motorcycle gangs.
And when the bullets stopped flying, there were 9 gang members dead and more than a dozen wounded.
Officers are dealing with another threat tonight as the investigation continues. Jay Gray is at the scene with the latest. Jay?
Oh, someone's been shot.
Even veteran law officers say they're stunned by the brazen attack and the carnage left behind.
We had wounded inside. We had people stabbed, we had people shot, and we had people beat.
9 gang members killed, at least 18 wounded during a full-on recruiting and turf war between 5 outlaw biker groups.
We have 5 known gangs that were involved here. I am not about to give them the respect of mentioning their names.
Police say it started in the bathroom at the Twin Peaks restaurant, spilling into the bar and then the parking lot.
They want the people want to pull guns out and start shooting people. That's what they did in there.
That's when officers already staged in the area rushed in.
We've been here for the past 2 months knowing that there are issues.
And police say they approached the managers at Twin Peaks about gang activity before the shootout.
We've encouraged them to work with us to eliminate some of that activity, to keep it from happening, but that was to no avail.
This morning, Twin Peaks corporate headquarters revoked the Waco restaurant's franchise, saying in a written statement that the management team chose to ignore the warnings and advice from both the police and our company. And as the investigation continues here, there's now a new concern.
They are threatening to kill uniformed officers, and we're aware of that.
Aware, and local, state, and federal officers still on alert across the area say ready if it comes to that.
And that was NBC's Jay Gray reporting tonight from Waco. We are working to learn more about the people arrested after this shootout.
Some of those suspects are from the Austin area. Jim Harris has an address in Austin. David King's home is listed in Dripping Springs. Marble Falls is home to suspect Jimmy Pond, and suspect Jimmy Spencer is from Lexington in Lee County. All 170 suspects are being held on $1 million bonds. We're going to have more details about the suspects ahead on KXAN News at 6. One of the gangs involved is the Bandidos. The state of Texas says they are as dangerous as other groups like the Bloods, Crips, and MS-13. Texas DPS classifies gangs into 3 tiers. The Bandidos fall into Tier 2. DPS says they, along with similar groups, are responsible for large amounts of crime across the state of Texas. Tier 1 is the most dangerous. Those include the Texas Syndicate and the Texas Mexican Mafia. Authorities say they pose the most danger because of their strong ties to drug cartels and multinational operations. They also continue to grow both inside and outside of prison systems. The biker gang shootings come less than a month before the biggest biker rally in Texas rolls into Austin. The Republic of Texas Biker Rally starts on June 11th. It is better known as the ROT Rally. One showcase event is the Biker Parade from the Travis County Expo Center to Congress Avenue. This event brings close to 200,000 motorcycle enthusiasts to Austin. The ROT Rally has an estimated economic impact of nearly $40 million. And just a few minutes ago, Austin police spoke to reporters about how yesterday's shooting will impact security for the ROT Rally. KXAN investigator Robert Maxwell is live downtown with more on what the detective said there, Rob.
And just a couple of minutes ago, Shani told us that the ROT Rally, in terms of security enforcement, is going to be about the same as it's been in previous years. He says they have individual sources. They have sources through the Joint Investigation Center called ARIC here in the Austin area, an arm of the FBI. Is assuring them that there are no elevated threats, if you will, from outlaw biker gangs here in the Austin area. That undercover detective also told us that APD received a law enforcement bulletin on May 1st, one that went out to all law enforcement. It outlined tensions between the rival bike gangs in the Waco area, but there was no need, that detective says, to step up enforcement here in Austin because of what he calls a minimal threat. But he does point out there are about 50 individuals here in the Austin area with affiliations to outlaw biker gangs, but again, he calls their threat minimal. We'll update you here at 6. We're live at Austin Police Headquarters. Robert Maxwell, KXAN Investigates.
And organizers of the Rot Rally also addressed the concerns this afternoon. In a statement, they say, we continue to consult with and implement recommendations of law enforcement organizations that everyone can have a fun and safe Rot Rally experience.